Hey YouTube, Shukun Shinobi here. I want to apologize in advance if you can hear the fan behind me, but it's balls and hot over here and I don't really feel like turning it off. So, deal with it. I'm here with Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe class, even though it's not really. Autobot Skids and Muflap together in their ice cream truck mode. This was seen at the beginning of the movie for approximately 10 minutes before it pretty much got reformatted and fell off the face of the planet. On the front of the box it says 2 robots combine, since we have Skids here and Mudflap here, and then we have their faces down here looking all goofy as normal. On the back it shows off Skids and Mudflap, gives stats for both of them, a picture of the ice cream mode, and the bio. Skids and Muflap have always been close, but this is a little ridiculous. Equipped with experimental combination technology, they use their newfound ability to help the other Autobots hunt rogue Decepticons wherever they hide. Unfortunately, they have so much difficulty hanging on to each other in vehicle mode that they spend more time struggling to stay on the road than they do fighting. That was quite evident in the movie when they took a turn and then split apart. Anyway, not too much standard packaging, so we'll go ahead and get it open and take a look at Skids and Mudflap. Alright, so here is Skids and Mudflap in their ice cream truck mode. This has to be one of my favorite all-time alternate modes that's hit the movie line so far. It's a fucking ice cream truck. I mean, you can't get much odd than that. It's not exactly the same one that was in the movie. It's the same basis, but obviously it doesn't have Decepticons can suck my popsicle written on it or anything totally awesome like that. But it's got creamy ice cream, and it's made fresh for you. There isn't really too much else to go into. The detailing's really nice. It's got a matte finish that's more like the earlier animated figures, as opposed to the glossy finish that most of the toys have had lately. So I actually really like the matte finish on the toys, but I know some people don't, but I do. So that's a plus. Transforming him isn't all that difficult, or transforming them, rather. You're going to start with the ice cream truck. That's the underside, by the way. Just kind of split him in half. He breaks apart evenly right down the middle. So we have Skids over here and Mudflap over here. I'm going to go ahead and put Mudflap aside and start with Skids. He's really small, obviously. So you just kind of pull his legs out. Just kind of hang out down here. His arms can be a total pain because of all the pegs that they have to get around. But you just kind of pull it out like so. Let's see if I can get lucky on the other one. There's that peg right there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that peg right there. That's where it often gets stuck when you're trying to transform it, and the arm often pops off. But both those seem to have went okay. So good for me. Pull the bumper down. Again, you have to get it over the arms. I should have did the bumper first, but just kind of fiddle with it until you can get it to go. Like so. You're going to want to spin it around and fold the bumper back up somewhere eventually. Leave it as it is. The hood kind of popped up on its own, but here's Skids' doofy little head. Fold this up, fold the windows up, fold that down, spin it around, and it just kind of lays there on his back like so. This back fender just seems to do nothing but get in the way. But if you pop his arms up all the way, and it can kind of sit flush back here, kind of. fold his waist like so, and there you have Skids. He's really, really tiny. In fact, he's smaller than the Scout class. Here's a normal deluxe. So here's Skids compared to Jolt. Poor, poor Skids. Mudflap isn't too much bigger. So I'll just set Skids over there. You can already see Mudflap's goofy head hanging out up here. He's a lot more complicated than Skids is, but it's still not overly complicated. You're just going to want to take this panel right here, pop it out. Same over here. Then these fold out, like so. Then everything just kind of pulls apart. They're pegged in pretty tight back here. There's pegs and holes. These are his giant legs, or giant feet rather. They're not really giant legs. These pop up. Yeah, it's my screensaver. And fold around. And then peg in right here. Like so. Oops. Like that. And then his arms just kind of fold down. And then these fold out like shoulder guards. These are the biggest pain in the ass I've ever seen in my life. I don't know what to do with them. Like, the instructions have them like this. So I guess you can do that, but it kind of like gives them this weird wing-like thing that I don't particularly like. But whatever. So there's Mudflap, and there's Skids. Mudflap has the clear height advantage over Skids, but that's mostly due to his wool. Due to his giant wings that I hate. I think the figure would be much better without them, but you could just pop them off, but I don't particularly want to, so. I have to say I enjoy Skids a little more as a figure. I think he just looks kind of goofy with the grill up front and the little headlight eyes and stuff. But not to say that Mudflap's shitty, but whatever. One thing I'd like to point out is that Skids has a giant hand on this side. Just going to get him to stand again. And Mudflap has his giant hand on this side, just like they do in the reformatted bodies. I thought that was a nice touch. I enjoy it. Overall, I really enjoy Skids and Muflap as a duo. I liked their characters in the movie, despite the whole racist claims and everything that I thought was really stupid. But I enjoyed them as characters. I like both their individual figures, and this is a total deal. I mean, for $12-ish, you basically get 2 Scout-sized figures. Skids being a little bit smaller than a Scout, but you get 2 Scouts for $12, so it's a pretty good deal. And their alternate mode is just total kick-ass awesome. So I highly recommend these two. If you hated Skids and Mudflap, then you might not like them as much, but highly recommended. Until next time, see you later.